Hi, Paul Osborne, and welcome to the auction wrap-up for the 31st of October. Quiet weekend, naturally from the Melbourne Cup gathering and event. Many people shied away from auctioning their property on that particular Saturday, which is quite a common thing that we tend to see. 339 auctions took place, 278 sold, clearance rate of 83%, so consistent to what we've been seeing now for some time. We start in Northgate for the wrap-up, and a good result at 43 Henry Street, which was a double-fronted property, quoted between 650 and 700,000. Sold for 851,500, so a fair bit over the quote price, and a rather competitive result. Also in Northgate, number 14 Barry Street, quoted between 540 and 590,000. That sold for 627,500. So a solid result. Good part of Northgate, southern tip, just near the creek there, Merry Creek, and yeah, solid price, 627,500. What happened on Saturday was a couple of big land results with houses on them, but the first being in Western Street, number 76. That was really a development site, 2 street frontages, almost 1,100 square metres of land, so quite big, right near Lygon Street, that southern belt of Brunswick, which is very, very good, great cafes and restaurants, certainly very, very popular. It has been very popular in the last 3 to 4 months. Some of the results have really been pushing up there in that particular part of Brunswick. So that sold for $1,761,500, and that was a very competitive result. In Clifton Hill, number 15 Ramsden Street, which was on 929 square metres of land, sold for $1,962,500. Once again, it's hard to get places that have these land sizes of these proportions. So that was a very good result, and really well attended and competitive. In North Fitzroy, number 56 Rose Street was quoted between 1.45 and 1.55. The result was reported as undisclosed, so we respect that, but that sold particularly well. It was on the corner of Michael Street, so a little bit busy on the corner there, but certainly a very, very impressive home. Moving across to Carlton and 4 at 150 Drummond Street, sold for $872, which was competitive. $750 to $800 was the quote price, and that was a 2-bedroom property. So that was a pretty solid price. And the other one being in East Melbourne, which was 49 Grey Street, and that sold for $2,150,000. And the interesting thing about East Melbourne, it's really started to turn over in the last 3 to 4 months. There has been a lot of activity, which it goes against the grain a little bit. It has been tightly held, but there has certainly been a lot more sales and a terrific spot. Properties like that, and that area does attract the real sort of top end for that 2-story Victorian in terms of East Melbourne. Well, that's all for the auction wrap-up. We look forward to seeing you early next week to see how next weekend unfolds on the auction scene.